Hello, 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 and welcome to the live stream of Sunday. This is a special live stream, first of all, because we're not going to do any watercoloring tonight. We're just going to do sketching, and I don't necessarily do sketching live or even in any of my videos. In my videos, I usually have all the line art already created. So, hi everybody who's watching. Hello, Marlena. I see that you are the first one that says hello in the chat. Hoping you guys can hear me. I see some thumbs up from people, so yay, everybody can hear me. So why do I want to sketch something? So I usually sketch a lot. Let me be very clear with you. I sketch a lot. So I have several of these sketchbooks like this. And I fill them with sketches, and I sketch flowers and things like this. For example, this is some flower sketching that I've done, and this is how I learn how to do things. But today, what I wanted to actually do is go through all the flowers that I've sketched and all the different things that I've done, and choose some flowers for some very special projects. So as you can see, I have a much larger notebook here, or sketchbook, and this is an A3 sketchbook. I'm not going to be able to show you the entirety of this sketchbook, like it's super big, and I can sketch a lot of things on just one page, and I divided this one in 4. But actually what I wanted to do is sketch something very special, and that is I want to do a moon series. So if you guys remember, I had my moon drawings like with peonies, and like it was a half moon, and I was just trying. But then I thought the best idea would be, what if I have all of the moon phases, right? And you could call it moon phases. It can be up to 10, depending how much you want to do it. But let's start sketching a little bit. So if I were, and I always use this, it's called a koh-i-noir Hartmut. It's a hard pen, and I always have an eraser also from koh-i-noir. It's a very soft eraser. You can squeeze it in your hand. And why do I always do it with a hard? I hate the soft pens because they smear everything, and I don't like smearing. So I always use a hard pen. So let's think about the moon phases and what do they mean, and what do I mean by making a series. So it will start. Let's start with some circles, right? I'm gonna use the same circle, maybe this circle. And normally I wouldn't press that much, but for the sake of you guys seeing, let me actually watch to see if you can see. I'm hoping you can see this. I'm going to have 6. My cat is sleeping he's staying next to the window behind the curtain. So you might imagine these are the moons, right? And then, oh, hi, Johan. Welcome. Okay. So where would you start? So usually it's like this. It could be a very skinny moon, right, in the beginning. So this is just and it's okay if I should just make it like this. I use my eraser a lot. I erase a lot of things. So, and my husband always tells me, do things lightly. Do things lightly. Right? But anyway, the idea is like this. Okay, the first one will be a skinny moon. Then the second phase will be less skinny, right? So the moon grows. It goes from super skinny to this kind of skinny. Then it can be the half moon, right? So And by the moon is, I mean, this is going to be the moon on this side. This is gonna be the moon. So I'm deciding on how many moon phases I want to do. This will decide how many, right? And then it could be that it goes a little bit over. So let me just still, this is the moon here. Yeah. And then you would have a full moon. And then you start on the other part. Can you put the mic lower distance? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Is it better now, or do you still hear me really loud? Okay. Okay. My apologies. I don't hear myself, so I don't know. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phases. Okay, this one I'm not going to use here, but then what I want to do is I want to do all these phases, and then the phases in reverse. So I'm going to have 4 more, but in the other side. So let's see. Is this better? Let me know if you can hear me better or not. So this is gonna be like this. So this is how I think. This is how I sketch, right? I have this big sketchbook, and doesn't matter. So this will be full moon, and then it will start the other way around. So skinny moon in this direction. Yeah. And what I want to do with this empty space is, this empty space is always going to be the night sky. Yeah. So just like from a sketching perspective, how it's going to look like. Skinny moon. Lesser skinny. You can notice how bad I am on like, this is just sketching. I would normally, if I need to have the perfect circle, I would normally use my circle stencils just to do it, because drawing it by hand is never a very good idea, right? Then you're gonna have the half moon, right? And then it's going to be like this, where this is gonna be the moon, right? The middle moon. Now this is gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9. And then what am I planning to do with these moons is, each one of them will have their own flower representation here. So their own flower, their own colors, right? So for now we have 9. Now these are the moons as they look like in the northern hemisphere, if you guys didn't know. By the way, you can ask questions, or you can do. But there is, if you notice in all the paintings, and I remember those, in all the Turkish paintings or Arab paintings of the harem or any other random paintings, they have the moon in the southern hemisphere. The moon looks differently. So all of these ones are the other way around. For example, I'm going to have, and I'm going to exemplify, but I don't know if I want to have something like this, but their moons will be like this. So this will be the moon. This is how the moon looks like in the southern hemisphere, right? So the moon starts from down to up, and in the northern hemisphere, the moon starts from left to right. Okay, so these are the 2 different design choices I might choose, right? I don't want to be held to it, but each of these moons will have, the nice moon structure, will be different colors, going to signify here that something hit the moon, and then they're gonna have flowers all around, right? But the question is, I want them to be in a series, so they're gonna have each and every one of them a different type of flower. So let's assume that I start first, so I'm not gonna choose this style, but I'm going to choose this style. So I already know that I have 9 moons. I could also choose to do the dark moon, and the dark moon is the reverse of the full moon. So this will be a full moon, you know, it's gonna be gray, and it's gonna have like a nice full moon effect, right? But I can choose to do the dark moon where like it's like the other way around, but only a very sliver of light escapes to the side. It's kind of like a moon eclipse, right, if you think about it. So this will be the sky here, or you know, the dark, and then only this part around it is going to be like yellowish or whatever color I choose for the moon, right? So I could also choose this one as the 10th, but I am not all that interested right now about it, right? So from the sketches, at least minimum 9 flowers, 9 different flowers. And the flowers, I think they need to go, maybe also they need to follow a little bit the shape of the moon. And then, so for these ones, the flowers will be situated like here. So let's assume that I make some flowers and some leaves, and maybe the leaves will go around, right? And there's gonna be different flowers, different arrangements, slightly different, more leaves here. And now when we come to these ones, I just have to think about whether I still want to follow this direction, right? Or I do more like this. So I do the flowers like here, and then the moon in the background, or it's gonna follow like this. Now, oh, hello, Hub. Hi, how are you? Did you decide to join us? Hi. This is Hub, ladies and gentlemen that are watching, and he's my cat, and he sometimes comes. Hey, weren't you sleepy, baby? Weren't you sleepy? And he sometimes doesn't let me do my live streams because he likes to sit. Oh, he doesn't really let me do art and so on. He always wants pets, so it's sometimes hard to find a time when he lets me do anything. Hi. Say hello to everybody. Oh yes, now you're gonna stretch. Yes, this is the most important part of the day. Where you're gonna stretch. Hi. Go sit there. Oh, he's going to attack the microphone soon. Okay. Let's see if he lets us do something. No, he's not gonna let us do anything. No, this is it. Yeah, he woke up. He was just sleeping here very nicely. I think I'm just going to have to put it in there, but you know. Hi. Yeah, this is why I can't sell my originals, because all my originals has sat on them. Right? And so maybe this one should go like this, and this one, there's going to be all sorts of flowers like here, like for the full moon. Maybe it needs to come like here. Okay, hi. Okay, I'm going to have to pick him up and transfer him, but it takes a few times for him to be picked up until he decides to actually go. Okay, I'm gonna pick him up. Hi. Oh no, he's gonna come back. I mean, did I think I could stop him if I'm picking him up and putting him? No, he comes back. Hi, Happy. Do you want to draw with me? Is this it? Is this how it goes? The room is an open room. So, oh, yes. Yes, you want petting. The room is an open room, and I don't have a door or anything. So, it's not a situation where I can hide him somewhere when I do my live streams. So it's just gonna have to pet him enough until, oh yes, okay, stay there. Okay, if you stay there, I promise to pet you, and with one hand sketch, okay? This is how it's gonna be. With one hand we're gonna sketch, and with one hand I'm gonna just pet him. Okay. Where were we? Now on the other ones, I think I want the flowers to be exactly, you know, on the other direction. Whatever flowers I choose, right? So the flowers on these other moons is gonna be like this, and there's gonna be leaves coming in, leaves, and then again I might decide to do a semicircle here, and on this one maybe deciding to do like this. Okay, so this is like I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear him purring? Hi, Happy. Can you purr for mommy a little bit? Oh yeah, he's stretching. Oh, and he's just having some fun. Yes. Hi. Hi. Did you wake up? Okay. He's like deciding, no, it's better on the sketchbook. Oh, hi, Ginger. Oh, I love kitties. Yes. Now he's not gonna let me do anything anymore. He's just gonna want pets, man. He's just gonna want pets. So we can try to pet him for a little bit, and then hope that he gets bored of the petting. Oh, hi, Happy. Okay, so we're talking about the moon series. This is how I started to do my sketching, because I need to see, okay, how many how many sketches do I need to do, how many designs. So we came to the number of 9. Oh, now you want to play with the eraser, right? Okay, you're gonna play with the eraser. Sometimes what he does is he takes the eraser in his mouth and runs away with it. Don't know what's with cats and erasers, but he likes erasers for some reason. And maybe because the eraser is soft and he can bite into it or something like that. I don't know. Hi. Yeah? Would you please let mommy draw? No? Yeah. Of course, I know you like petting. But mommy has a live stream now. Would you let her draw? No? Can you imagine when he does this on my watercolor paper, my expensive watercolor paper? He goes and just sits on it. I find the paw prints on my watercolor paper. He's a very naughty kitty cat, but I can't say no to him. No. Yeah. Okay. I think you had enough. Okay, let's see if I can get him away from here, and then we can do some planning. Yeah, because I want to have at least 3 of the moons. I want to have at least 3 of the flowers chosen. So we can start. Hi. Okay. Say hello to everybody. Hi, baby. Okay, now you guys can see him here. He's my baby boy. And now he doesn't want anymore. Like, if I try to pick him up, oh my god, how much hair he left on my... No, don't come back. It's like, I'm going to try to put him... Oh, okay. Okay, stay there, okay? Stay there. You have your pillow here. Why don't you sit on the pillow? Okay. So, where were we? Now we're back. I hope that the screen didn't get unsharp or anything. No, okay, we're not sharp here. So 9 of these moons, each moon, and then I'm going to do the sky only in the shape of the circle, okay? And then the moon is gonna be there. No, don't come back. Okay, now he's gonna play. you can sit there, Happy, because then people can see what I'm doing here, okay? Yeah, he's playing with my original watercolors. What a lovely kitty cat. Okay, let's see. Hi. Let's see in this one, and I need to wait until I can see this part, so you can see much better here. And then we're gonna do the first moon. Okay, where was my moon circle? So I'm going to start with a circle, and we're gonna choose one of the flowers. So let's start with a circle. This is just a sketch, so it's not gonna be super perfect, but I wanna know kind of where my part is. So this is gonna be the super skinny moon. Okay, so I'm just going to draw it like this. So super skinny. Oh, what did I do? I moved it. He's watching. Don't worry. He's paying pretty much attention to what I'm doing. So there we go. Johan, I think he's trying to model for you. Time for some kitty drawings. Yes, Johan. I'm going to draw him. I think he looks funnier when he just sleeps. He's like, he sleeps in the most awkward positions, right? So, okay. And where do I think that, I want some flowers here. And some flower here. So it's just gonna make some circles, and then we're gonna decide, maybe this is going to be bigger circle, smaller circle, and then there's gonna be some leaves going around. And I wonder if I should do some buds or something of the sort, right? Like this. So this is just sketching, rough sketching, and then I'm going to make it less rough. So I'm going to erase what's in the circle, and we're going to decide what flower is going to be. And flowers is gonna, I'm going to try to make them one from the front and two from different directions, because if you do all the flowers from the same direction, that's going to be okay. And then here maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna put a flower there. I think here looks like the most promising. A bud here, and maybe some more leaves like this. Okay, what flowers? I'm going to say that the first flower that comes to mind is this one. It's a 5-petal flower, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's called Rosa Moesi, and it's a rose, but it's a 5-petal rose. And there's different type of roses with 5 petals. Some are yellow, some are really pinkish, and this one, the Rosa Moesi particular, is super red. Okay, so this is the first thing that I thought, and I was just playing around with some compositions. But basically how you sketch it, it has a center, has lots of stamen here. Oh, hi, Happy. Did you decide that, oh yes, let's stretch a little bit more, and let's ask for some more petting. Oh no, okay. This was you know what happens is it becomes a little bit more, when it was dark, he was sleeping at this hour, but now because it's light outside, he's not sleeping. So I made an example. He wants to steal the eraser. I made an example, so this is how it's gonna look like. Oh hi, and now he's gonna eat my why are you eating? You know why I never put any more the pencil in my mouth is because my cat has eaten all the pencils, so it's no longer possible for me to put them in my mouth and chew on them. This is how I learned not to put pencils in my mouth. So funny. Okay, happy. Would you let mommy paint here, please? You can sit there. Look, you have enough space there. You have enough space there. Yeah? Yes. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do this flower. So let's assume that this is the biggest one. It's gonna be the front one. And this is gonna be a slightly bended one. Happy? Happy? Go there. Go there. I'm gonna pick you up again, you know? Mommy needs to work. Hi. Come on. Oppa. Sit here, please. 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 Please sit here. Okay. Okay. Maybe we've convinced him to sit here. So it's going to be like this. I'm going to make the center. So how do I draw this flower? Is I'm making the center by making lots of small things, and then I'm really drawing the middle of the petals by just some lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then the line is going to be the middle of the petal, and I'm going to follow up like in a heart shape. So pop, pop. So it's not that difficult to do, I would say. Some petals are sitting behind others, okay? So one petal is gonna be maybe smaller, but it doesn't matter, it's just a sketch, okay? And then you have lots of stamen here. Okay, and then in the center there's this black thingy. So it's gonna be the rosa moesi. Okay, it might be that some of these ones have some petals that are curled up a little bit, right? But this is in general how this is going to look like. This one, I want to make it that it is from the side. So what happens is I want it to point that direction, right? So again, I'm going to start with the center. I'm going to go all around, right? But it's going to be like this. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. This is going to be 4, and it's going to be 5. So let's see how that goes. And because it's just a sketch, you know, I don't mind. This is how I'm going to do it in real, right? So like that, and then this is going to be totally turned. So going to have this petal here in the front, this petal here. Imagine that this is going to be super okay. And now we're gonna do, you know, it's gonna have the leaves, and then maybe some smaller leaves, and then let's do a bud. This is going to be a bud, and this is going to have a leaf, right? And this is gonna be another bud, some more leaves. So this is how I am thinking of. This is going to be the first one. I'm thinking that it needs a little bit more leaves all around, right, like this, and maybe here. The moon, again, it's going to be very skinny, and this is where I erase partially what I'm doing. And then the sky is going to have, you know, it's going to have some stars here and some more stars here. Okay, it's going to be just the skinny moon. This I know it's going to be, so I'm writing. Whenever I'm doing sketching, I'm writing as well, right? So it's going to be red, dark red. And the moon, I actually want to do a dark to red yellow. Yeah. And then this part, because there's so much red, it's going to be some dark indigo plus some violet. Okay, and I have my, let's say, the first one. Now the nicest part is if you can still see some of the moon here behind this, right? Because this moon is going to be here, but this is going to continue here. So this flower is going to go like around like this. Okay, so this is the first one we've decided, and this is Rosa Moesi. Okay, then let's go to the lesser skinny moon, or like just normal moon, and let me know if you have questions or whatnot, right? Because I'm just going to go and choose different flowers and different leaves and different stuff. And usually it's not only buds, but maybe the final design is I'm going to add some more berries and different things, right? I mean, these are just sketches. Okay, so notice that my hubmaster managed to do a mess on my on my drawing paper. And he's left now. He's left the building because I've upset him enough to go. Okay. Today, like I said, I wanted to do about 3, but maybe we can do all of them. We can try. So let's start again. This is our moon kind of thing. So I'm going to do a circle. And what I do is I look at the sketch and then I just sketch directly onto watercolor paper, because that's the nicest, and then I can have my watercolor ready. So okay, this is lesser skinny, and this is how it's gonna look like. In the real one, I might want to extend the moon a little bit, make it a little bit more, you know what I mean, like this is looking a bit weird, so I would just extend it a little bit like this. Okay, again, this is gonna be stars. Okay, the beauty of these designs is, and what I want to do with them is, besides having some nice prints that you can print yourself or do yourself, I want to be able to actually make also cards out of it by, in this area, do a little saying on top with white, right? So on some of them, that's going to work. Okay, now this is a bigger moon, so we need to do something more fancy. What should be a next flower? So let me take you through my flowers, and then we can choose one. Okay, so this one we already chose for the first moon, so that's gonna be it. We can do this type of flowers. So this type of flowers are a little bit like a daisy, but or maybe a zinnia, yeah, I think this looks like more like a zinnia. So it has lots of petals, multiple rows, and it can be very delicate, and I can do this in different angles, definitely. These are just some leaves. I don't think we need these leaves. We can do these are anemones, anemone flowers, so we can do anemone, but okay, no, not for this one. For some reason, I don't know why I don't want it for this one. We can do this 5-petal flower. I think this would be nice as well. So this is an option. This looks like the first flower, so no, not this one. This looks like more anemones, and this look like more anemones. Okay. And this is a different version of this one. You can see here, this is from the front and this is from the side, right? This is how it's gonna look. I am almost going towards this flower. What do you guys think? Huh? No, I'm thinking this one. I don't know what other flower. I mean, this is too simple. This is, oh, we can do a hellebore also. This is a hellebore. I'm thinking, no, I'm just going to do for this particular one, these ones. Let's see if I have some more versions. These are leaves. These are leaves. Okay. This looks like something similar. I drew somehow, but I think this is gonna be the example. Okay, no, this is gonna be the example. So these flowers like this. Let's do it. It's always good to have so many flowers that I've already done, so I can pick and choose which one I want, right? Again, if I look at the other design, I'm thinking that this one is gonna look a bit different. So that design had a flower picking up here, one here, and this time I just want the flowers to be on this side. So we're gonna have a bigger flower here, a flower that has the petals this direction, right? And then another one around here. It's gonna be slightly turned, okay? And then it's gonna be something similar to this one. Let me put it this way. It's going to have all sorts of leaves around it, okay? Like this, and then bigger leaves and more leaves here, and obviously here some more leaves, and then maybe some different types of leaves here. Okay, so how do you do this particular flower? Let's start with this one. This is gonna be from the front, and I'm going to erase the middle because you're not gonna see the moon, right? It's just going to be these ones, and I'm not very good at drawing very tiny, but let's see. If I were to do the flower from the beginning like this, it starts with let's say the center. What colors you want to use? Oh, this one, so if that one was red, this one I really want to use all sorts of pinks and purples. Very similar to this one. And this, why? Because these flowers need to be very delicate and almost white, okay? So it's going to be very washed out colors of this, and maybe this is a little bit too much, I think, this yellow. It needs to be even like in the same line as what I did here with the purple, but very small bit of yellow reddish, right? And then some more of this pinkish, like very little, I think. It could be any color. So I saw these ones from reds to blues to anything. Like these are normal flowers, normal leaves, but for the purpose of this moon, it needs to be like that. Okay. And yeah, we're going to have to do it. But now if I do the colors here like this, that means the moon needs to be a totally different color. So I think the moon needs to be pretty much gray or Payne's gray with blue. I think that will contrast very well. And then the sky can have dark blue plus some like more pronounced purple. Like if this is gonna be very light purple, pinkish, right? The sky is going to be much more pronounced because it needs to create a contrast. And this is how we're gonna do. So what would I do? The first layer is going to be just some petals, like some small petals, and then it starts to look, you just start creating the petals all around. So the way I go is I space them around, you can see here, and you can make them more oval or however you want, right? And then I start to add petals that go slightly here, slightly behind, right? Because they're not going to be full petals. So this is how I build up my flower. Again, this is just a sketch, but so you understand how these flowers are being built, right? And of course, they're going to have the stamen afterwards. So, you know, they're very delicate, and a lot of the petals are a little bit curled to different directions and so on, right? Because curling is something that you do when you want to have these petals, right? So, assuming that this is gonna be like this, and then this one, it's gonna be interesting because this is gonna face that direction. It's not gonna be from the front, and you go like, how are you gonna do it? Well, what that means is that, for example, you start also with just the center. I always start with the center, don't know why, right? And then I do a few of these leaves or small petals. There are always small petals in the center, right? The funny part is these petals here are much shorter than these ones. So these ones are going to be here, and these petals are curved. So what you do is like sort of let me do it like this, like a tear shape to the side, and then this is gonna be like the petal. So tear shape and then petal. So tear shape, petal, tear shape, petal, tear shape, petal. And then there's gonna be more petals in the back here, more tear shape, more petals, more tear shape, more petals. This is how you do it to the side, right? If I can explain very well how you would do it from the side. And then of course there are more petals in the back, and this might be a leaf, okay? And then you have all these lines and then the stamen going like this. Always when you're doing it this direction, it can also be that this is still slightly turned, right, towards the viewer. It's still slightly turned, but you could also make it so that you don't even see the center, but you just see. For example, we're gonna do it on this side. I'm just gonna pretend this is the center, right? And then this is going to be like this. No, this is gonna be like the center, and they're gonna be the petals coming here. There's gonna be shorter petals, and then we're just gonna pretend that the stamen comes here. It's not very accurate. I'm also normally I would round things up, right? And then the petals is going to come here. Okay, so this is gonna be something that is to the side. Still could be some tear shapes here, doesn't matter. Okay, like this. So this is more turned than this one. And usually you make, so there's one rule that I always keep. Of course, in my sketch I kind of went a little bit random. You have one big one, one medium, and one small. You need to vary the sizes of your petals, right? So I said, like, for example, this is gonna be light. This flower is gonna be light yellow plus red. I might, yeah, light yellow plus red, right? More reddish to the center, towards the center, right? This gonna be light purple plus pink, and this is going to be, what should we choose? So you can make it symmetrical. So if you did this one light yellow and red, and this is light purple and pink, this one you can do it again with the yellow. That could be it. Or we said that this is going to be Payne's gray, the moon. We can do this one with light blue. Let me show you guys one of my latest palettes that I did, and I'll explain what it means, right? And of course there's gonna be leaves. I always like to fill everything with leaves and so on. Let me show you. I know it's tiny, don't worry. What did I do? I bought the Schminke super granulating colors, and I only bought 3 of the sets. They have 5 sets in total. They are limited edition, okay? And I bought multiple sets of the same because I just don't want ever to run out. They're beautiful colors, and I'm gonna show you because I put them in this small palette, and I have to keep it closed because it opens because it's too full. So these are my super granulating colors, right? So whenever I'm considering, for example, the yellow with the red, it's going to be this one, for example, like tundra orange. And these are different types of yellow, right? I have this pink, galaxy violet, but I will do like this type of blue or very light blue right in there, and then I would use all these colors. So in my mind, I wanted for this series to use these colors, and you might I ordered 3 more, which is gonna be some reds, because you notice that in this palette I don't have any reds. Actually, these super granulating ones that I have, they're no reds, right? So I ordered some reds, like perlin maroon, perlin red, and if I'm not mistaken, alizarin crimson. And then that should be like my entire palette. This is how it looks like. It's very tiny, and I kind of jumped jammed all the pens inside, and that's why it doesn't close very well, because I put way too many pens in something that only should support 12, but actually I put it's 7 in a row, so 21. So anyway, doesn't matter. I was thinking that by using these super granulating colors, so whenever I'm just going to put it here, it's gonna look nice, especially when you do the moon and the sky, because that's going to give it that special watercolor effect, that special super granulating, and it's gonna make this series not gonna look flat at all, right? In here I use just my normal watercolors, and you can see that there's no real granulation. A little bit, it is a little bit of black because I use the graphite tint, okay? But I just wanted to use these ones, so this is what I'm going to use when I'm talking about the reds and stuff. This is gonna be like dark yellow. This is gonna be nickel azo yellow from Daniel Smith, or quinacridone gold hue from Schminke. These are really nice yellows, and this is another yellow. It's called tundra orange, and this is what I'm gonna use. Yeah. And I think I'm just going to enjoy the granulation. Okay. What other flowers should I choose for my next one? I think I'm still hung up on these ones because these are very nice. But I could also do these other ones, the daisies. Unlike these ones, which are open like these, the daisies have, not the daisy, it's not daisy, it's the cosmos flower, right? They have this very big, let's say, stamen, and then the petals go downwards, and these ones will never go downwards, right? This is the difference. This one looks a bit like the jasmine flower. So let me see if I have any other flowers that I might be interested in. There are more flowers. I'm just gonna stick with this one, and then I'm going to do the next one with these flowers. Okay. Let me move everything. Okay, so that we have the next one. Let me see how you can see it here. Yeah. This will be my colors that I'm thinking of using. Okay, and this is gonna be the flowers. And you might wonder, how do you get this flower? If you wonder, let's make a small bit of a detour, because by now you already know how this is gonna look like. It's just gonna be a moon, right? So let's just try to do just the flower bouquet. I'm just making a line along which the flowers is gonna be. We're gonna see. So you might wonder, how do I make this flower? Well, the first thing you need to know how to draw is actually a star, because this is a star shape. So let me exemplify. You start with the middle, which is a circle. Then you're gonna do a star. And you might think, what? A star? What's going on? Right? Okay. Yeah, are you following me? Okay, so then you have these points here, which are the star. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start from the center and do like this. So what you're doing is you're going around and you're going around the point. Okay, so you make these semicircles, but you start at the center. You aim to connect the dot here from the star, but you go like this, and you make sure that your line is above the line of the star. If that makes sense. This is the simplest way I can explain how to draw this flower, right? So, and then you go like, okay, and then what? Then you just connect the petals. So, okay, it's the petal. This starts like this, and then it will go like this. This starts like here. I made this one too big, right? And depending on how good you are at drawing stars, then you can draw this particular flower. Okay, and then you can try to make them bigger if you think that they're a bit wonky. The inside star you're gonna erase. Okay, and one interesting thing is, I think this is called primrose or something like that, but I might be wrong. They have these petals that are curled a little bit, so you're always going to have this curled petal like this. So you follow with a curved petal. It's not gonna have it on this side, it's just gonna be like this, and then this one is going to have it like this. Yeah, it's like star-shaped flower. Okay, and then you could think, okay, but how do I make this one? Something very similar, but you're just going to have to basically eyeball it in a way, right? So I'm going to just do some lines like here. So this first petal is going to be at a strange angle, right? Like I said, you can do a tear shape or a curled petal, okay? Then you're going to have this other petal that goes like here, and this one has it like this. Then this petal is going to come here, this is going to have, and then this petal is going to start here, it's going to have this, and then this petal is going to start here. So you notice that the petals are always stacked behind each other. Okay, and then you can always decide to make this front one bigger a little bit. It doesn't matter, this is just sketching, okay, just literally just sketching. And then I made these ones rounded, right? But you can see here it actually looks much nicer when it's not rounded, when it's like a little bit pointy, like a pointy flower. So you can try any way you want, any way you prefer. But I would say always tuck things in. For example, this flower, look how I'm doing it. So I'm going to do like this. Gonna tuck this and tuck this one underneath. So you might decide in which direction you want the curling to be of this particular flower, and then the center is always like this, and then we're gonna have, you know, leaves all around. And you can do, I was trying to pair them with this kind of monstera leaves, but you know, you can pair them with any type of leaves you want. What I saw, these flowers, yeah, they're called primrose if I'm not mistaken. they have totally different color combinations. So it's nice with yellow, pink, red. It could be just white with the center red. It could be the other way around with the peak coming from up and the middle white or yellow. There are so many colors of this type of flowers. They're very common, and they're very common also apartment flower, because you know they last a lot. And a lot of times these flowers are grouped together. So there's gonna be like a full bouquet of this with lots of leaves around, and then they're gonna have like the flowers in the center, and then the leaves always coming around. So I'm just going to extend these ones like this, right? Just making a small bouquet. And again, if I'm going to look at this, and it's going to be, you know, we're gonna have the moon in the back, right? And this is gonna be on the, and I just roughly draw the moon because it's just a sketch, and this is gonna be on top of the moon. The next moon was the slightly almost to the full moon, so this was the moon, right? This looks like a nice arrangement that it comes like this to the side, okay? And I would definitely do these ones with pinks and reds. Pinks, reds, and then yellow plus pink. And then let me think about the moon. What would the moon should be? So the other moon I did gray, Payne's gray. This I did dark red yellow. Maybe this moon needs to be with the purples plus grays, and the sky needs to be dark blue plus indigo, and this is gonna be where the stars are, a little bit of the stars, you know. So it's going to occupy the lower side of this moon in a curved fashion, okay? So far we've done 3 of them, okay, and then we are almost, so we've done 3. Oh, what I didn't do is the half moon, so we can also decide on the half moon what it could be. So we had the half moon and then the full moon, but we are already 1 hour in, so I'm thinking that my idea worked. So I sketched already 3 of them, and that should be fine, right? So we had the Rosa Moesi here first, and then we had the really fancy flowers with lots of leaves here, and then we had the primrose, which is going to be, so these are the 3 colors. So let me say primrose. I'm going to assume that these are kind of zinnias slash Herbera. Maybe they're more like Herbera, not zinnias, but anyway. And this is Rosa Moesi, right? I have different flowers, so we still have the anemones. We still have anemones, peonies are nice, roses are nice, obviously, and it could be different type of roses. There's the cosmos flower, there's the really the like the chrysanthemum flower. Those would be also nice, right? So I already have like 5 flowers I could do, and then I just need to choose 2 more. Maybe I'll do the cauliflower, or a water lily as well. Water lilies looks nice with the moon. I mean, water lilies sometimes they bloom during full moon, so you know that's nice to have. I hope you enjoyed, and now you see kind of how I work in my sketchbook. I just normally sketch. I can show you a little bit more on my sketchbook. Let me see. This is I'm going to show you some stuff, awesome ideas. So for example, this I was sketching some roses. Not very good at roses. This I was trying, let me explain. This is what I was trying to do with the ranunculus. Ranunculus is kind of like a rose, but it has lots of petals, right? Like very tiny, like very close together. So I was trying to signify this one. I'm not yet there, but you know, I'll figure things out, right? This was just a hellebore. This is actually another flower that had a very funny stamen. I don't remember what it was, but this was the flower that you can attach the monstera leaf to, actually. Because in this one, I did all sorts of, like, for example, I did the daisies, I did different ones, and then these ones were the exotic flowers with the monstera leaf. So, you know, we can also do those. And I'm gonna show you some more, right? I did this cosmos flower here, and this was a lily. These are some more type of roses, right? Or ranunculus from the side. This was a flower that I actually did. Let me show you how it looks like when it's colored in. This is what it looks like when it's colored in, right? It has the center is gray usually, then the petals are red, and then it has a row of leaves all around, right? And this was my first attempt. Let me see if I have some more flowers. Oh yeah, this is me trying to draw crystals, and I believe I have more. Yeah, these were more flowers. This was the blue, this is actually a blue poppy flower. I don't know if you know that poppies are also blue, not only red. So that's one example. This is actually the other rose that is yellow. And it looks like the Rosa Moesi because it has kind of similar petals, but they're instead of a heart-shaped petal, it's a little bit more pointy, and these are yellow roses. And again, it's only one row of petals, not like the roses that you find, not like the garden roses that have lots of petals, right? These are like really roses like this. So I was trying different type of these roses here, and this is where I was drawing, and maybe this looks better. These were the magnolia flowers. Notice that I was drawing them, and this one I drew because I actually got magnolia flowers as a present for my birthday, and I had lots of magnolias, so I drew a bunch and I actually made lots of pictures. So these are definitely flowers that I could draw. These were literally just daisies, different. For example, this is from the side, right? This is slightly bended. This is more bended. It really depends. This was a different type of peony that I was trying. These were the anemones. So anemones are from different directions. So from the front, from slightly turn that direction, slightly turn this direction. These are like my anemones. And this was a funny arrangement that I tried. This was a peony, slightly different peony. This was a poppy, which also the blue variety. So I tried to combine multiple flowers, and this was one of those Rosa Moesi. Not sure I succeeded, right? I never actually turned it into anything, anything interesting. But this is how, you know, I'm going to do things from now on. This was a different type of peony that I normally do. I really like this one, so I'm going to start using this one a lot more. And these were tulips. So look, even tulips I have, and I was trying to figure out how to draw tulips. The problem is, if you want to do this kind of moon drawings, if you want to do the moon drawings with the tulips they have this long stem here, and it's going to be very hard to make the tulips go around this shape, around the moon shape. It's going to be very hard. That's why I didn't choose. So all the flowers that I choose are flowers that you don't need to draw the stalk, because it will look weird around the moon shape, to be honest. I personally don't know how I can marry the moon shape with tulips, right, and make it look nice. So I was just not gonna try necessarily. Okay, what else do I have? Oh yeah, this is also in my sketchbook. This was a girl I drew. She's an elf, you can see by the year. And I was trying to make her look at the really nice flower, and she had flower all around, and she was like breathing life into the flower. Like, this is what I imagined. Anyway, this is my sketchbook. Now you know what I do. Most of the times I will sketch. I have already, I think, more than 10 of these small sketchbooks finished, right? And I have way more, and yeah, this is what I do. Why do I like this one? This is, I could only find it in the Netherlands. By the way, this is also roses. I was drawing roses. It's called Tekenblok, and this is the Dutch for sketchbook. It's A5. It has a little bit of structure, and whenever I draw, I like to have a little bit of structure. I don't like very smooth paper, because then my pen just slides, right? What I found is that very good paper, Fabriano Artistico, it's also very good paper for drawing. They have a sketchbook, and also Rhodia sketchbooks. They also have just a slight structure, right? It's not perfectly smooth, and I think this is all I wanted to say. Okay, we're going to stop here, and I'm going to say thank you so much for staying with me, and for saying hello to Hop, because he was a big part of my live stream. I think more than 20 minutes was with Hop doing stuff. I wish you a happy evening, and also today I know that some of you are celebrating Easter, because it's Orthodox Easter, so happy Easter for whoever is celebrating Easter, and thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, I'm going to stop the stream now, and I hope to see you next time. I think next time is going to be most probably Wednesday, and that's when we're gonna do one of these designs with the moon. Okay, and we're gonna do it during a live stream, and maybe we're gonna do more. I don't know, we're gonna see. Yeah, see you guys.